the size of the map. So I just have like this huge blown up image of everything.
Oh.
I can't touch our character sheets or anything.
You might have to reload.
I can't see the chat. I just did. This is the second
Oh,
time
no.
it's happened. I'm gonna try again. I'll reload. Third time.
Oh, that's
It's
really
the
bad.
charm.
Or I don't know if you use if you're comfortable with another type of browser that you might have on your laptop to try it out.
I know that Firefox might work better. I am honestly not sure though.
That's Google.
But sometimes when it glitches for me on Chrome, I jump on Firefox and it
Mhm.
works. Sometimes so
Okay.
I also blah blah words. I also like how this is recorded. So, no problems are now a thing. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I would try Firefox. Sometimes that fixes it because Google Chrome takes up a lot of CPU source.
It is a big fatty.
And with Roll20,
Yeah.
sometimes the script, I am assuming the script because I don't really see any other issues with it, messes with it. Again, this is just me guessing. But yeah, let me know if you have any issues. Other than that.
I think it worked.
Hooray!
nice.
Hooray! I think I'll be able to click on stuff. Damn. I'll be able to make Soap do it for me.
Oh no, I dropped my drink. It's a good thing it was
Oh,
closed.
no.
You saw nothing. Okay, enough stalling at this point. Sorry, heard something.
Noises in the night.
No. Hang on, give me a second.
Dun, dun. My last notes say, "We did not die, yay!" And I just drew a picture of a cat. We took down. What did we do? We took down a dino.
Okay, I'm back. I think. Am I still muted?
No, you're here.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Hey, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So to recap, as the team got out of jail and then somehow got back here because people couldn't really think of where to go, you met with a hag. You decided to kill her, or at least blow up her house / brewery. Stole a way of how to get here, but also did not figure out how to get here. So you met big dogs and decided not to go into the giant village of, well, giant people, mainly because you'd likely die in there. That being said, you decided to venture forth, and the dogs, and Kobo mainly, since he rolled a natural 20, was probably the only time I actually railroaded you guys into the right location.
You just made us trust the dogs.
Yeah. Well, you managed to get here without too much trouble, but then you came across this weird crystal structure system. The structure system had the same type of magical properties as the goo in that one cave where it crystallized your mage hand, but in crystal form. You're not exactly sure what that means, but Kobo tried to find one with a long sword, or I think it might have been a great sword. I'm not really sure, but could only find dagger sizes, so you just threw those in the corner and they broke.
Oh, that was Gothos. I'm looking for small ones.
Yes, Kobo managed to find the small ones. Gothos managed to find the small ones, but they weren't for him, so he just threw them and broke. I think Roswin eventually helped him find one.
Yeah, I got two, one pink one and one blue one.
Yes. But afterwards, it was discovered that the drow had come here before all of you did. Due to that fact, I believe Roswin sent out your bird to investigate the area up front, and then found a maybe dead body. It's been bleeding out for a while, but the blood's now dry. Drow in the corner. Currently visible to all of you because I didn't want to hide it anymore. Right here.
We have not rested yet.
You have not rested yet.
even though we found a pretty primo rest spot, according to the DM.
Yes. Also, thank you for your follow,
Madness.
Shocky. I hope I'm saying your name right. I am bad with names. You're going to understand how bad my English is now. Moving forwards. What do you guys do? You found a drow dead body. Right now you're being hunted by the drow. Go.
Did we want to rest? Was it that we've been out all day?
I thought we came here to rest. We even found a Kush camp spite over there, but we started gathering up some crystals and found this dead guy. Should we investigate the
gosh.
dead guy first?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
I for one want to make sure he's dead at least.
Right now he's just slumped on the wall. You do see blood. Well, what is an owl? That's neither here or there. The owl did see dried blood in the area, but didn't investigate further than that.
You did say that there was like a certain type of special fungus or something growing out of it?
Yes, the skin where you can see it has fungal growth upon it. It looks as if the dead body wasn't dead, it's definitely being incorporated by something else.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know as you guys get closer just to be careful.
I forgot that Gothos is bad at knowing and seeing things.
Anything?
Yes.
But
Also,
I'm here for moral support.
decided to
Yeah,
go
you
for
can
Is
stealth.
there I was gonna say, is there like just a stick lying around?
Sure.
Oh yeah, and none of us have seen the stairs yet.
Also, none of you decided to go for stealth, so right now you're just clonk, 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 clonk. Gothos with your spider rider. You as a spider rider managed to get there without too much noise, but you're also a goblin on a
anything-
giant spider.
If anything, the drow would find that spider noise reassuring.
The noise belongs in the cave. The noise your armor make doesn't. That's neither here or there.
I don't have disadvantage. I'm not wearing heavy armor now.
True. I'm just using his
Was
mask.
there like a stick lying around?
Yeah, I found a stick. I thought I said that. Sorry.
Oh no, okay. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get up here. Anybody else?
You're gonna give it the old stand by me method. Yeah, maybe.
I am. I'm gonna stand right here. I'm peeking around the wall, and I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and take the stick and poke him.
All right.
Okay.
With the mage hand stick, you grab onto it with dear life, attempting to try not to rise them, but also seeing if they breathe. As you poke them with the... I'm going to say it's like 5 inches. 5-inch stick. Squish. Squish, squish. Squish.
Get him
Anything
in the
happens.
eyeball.
I poke him around the eye. Nothing. Actually, from this far away, can we make observations, or is that too far to do anything detailed?
At this distance, you can see the fungal growth on the skin. You can see some of it overlapping on the leather armor. You can see the blood currently just around and pooled around them. It doesn't seem that if they are alive, probably not for that much longer. As you poke around the eye, you do kind of stab into the skin. It really doesn't bleed out.
Okay, I kind of take a swiping motion on some of this weird fungus that's growing all over him in his blood.
All right, your fungus is now among us.
Does it react in any sort of movement-like way, or does it just like
on the
some
stick
sort
now.
of normal? Oh, some sort of. Well, at least it's not reacting, but still some sort of parasitic fungus, blood fungus. I don't know. Actually,
you
would
bring
I
it
know?
closer to your face.
Is this
if you
an
like.
underground? Oh, I'm not so sure about that.
It's too far away.
Do
to
I know
investigate.
anything? Right.
You do know
Do
that
I know anything
there
about
is
parasitic
some parasitic
funguses?
fungal growth here and there, but you don't know this one specifically. It's either been here and he's died and there's been enough time for fungal growth to occur, or parasitic fungus. You're going to have to examine it closely to figure that out. But you can also just walk around it.
All right, how close can I get before I get to the pool of blood and everything?
I'm going to say it's like 5 feet around them, so like 10 feet.
Okay, so I can get up to here without becoming infected or whatever yet.
Unless
Or
they're airborne
possibility
spores.
possibility of infection, I should say. And being closer now, can I get a better look to see if I recognize this sort of fungus? Or
It's
I
still
mean, the
pretty
guy's
far
obviously
away,
dead.
but it's better now. Go ahead and roll nature check. With a +2 due to the environment.
Um, 9. Or was somebody helping me?
Uh,
I didn't hear anything.
this-
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, just a 9. It's like
nobody's
"Nope, I don't
nobody's
know."
proficient in
With a
nature.
9, it is either parasitic fungus, edible mushrooms, non-edible mushrooms but non-parasitic, or very quick-growing mushroom growth.
I'm gonna go ahead and make an educated guess that they're not edible, but they don't seem to be overly dangerous. Anybody else got any ideas? I can just keep poking it with a stick.
You could.
Considering that I've seen him holding and manipulating something like that, I'm gonna do something similar and do Mage Hand to just get a portion of it, and then I want to go ahead and make some sort of check. But is it even for some sort of, as a researcher, I still would have to use nature check for this? Nothing that could be from like intelligence of her learning something about this?
It'll still be nature, unfortunately. If you did study it, it'd be more biology, and you did not say you were a biologist.
No, that's fair. Okay, so nature check, I'll try that then.
Nature's still intelligence, if it makes any difference.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not impossible, and a 16 is better than a 9.
Isn't it? Didn't you say it was a +2, or is that only for him because of the
Only for
environment?
Kobo. Kobo actually is from the
Got it.
Underdark, so he would have a little bit of bonus.
Nice. Okay.
But 16 is still better than a 9. Anyways, examining the fungus, looking at it, you can tell that it does belong not on a dead body. If you had to guess, this is similar or like a parasitic fungus, but not in the same manner that you examined it to be. It's more like a symbiotic relationship. If a body is able to host it, it can host it, but it doesn't kill the host. Rather, it lives upon it until it can no longer do that. If the body begins to decay, more of it will spread over the body as there will be no... what's the word again? Well, the term. Immune system. To fight it or to restrain it to further growth. But it'll continue to grow so long as there is nutrients in the body. Once the body fully decays, then it just dies out. Or, what it actually does is dries out and then blooms out into spores. That has yet to happen.
Got it.
Not like the one guys, right? What was that one mushroom
The Mike
guy
and
we were supposed to kill?
Mycon?
Well,
That one.
there was like the demon mushroom lady, but there was also a few
Oh,
other
the guy in the
mushroom people we
cave.
made.
The man in the cave that we
Oh yeah, he
Oh,
was gonna
I
die,
didn't
and
Yeah.
then mushrooms were gonna spread from his body.
Mhm.
So is
He
it
was
like
he was like a guardian though, or something like a special
yeah
entity type.
yeah. Is it similar to that Adaga?
Yes, actually. It's not the
You said yeah?
same specific variant, but it is similar to that. With the information that Roswin gave you, or maybe told the group, I'm not sure, you can determine that it's basically a 1-to-1 ratio. It may not be the same color, hue, or texture, but it definitely is the same species or belongs in the same family.
Hmm. Okay.
So it won't
Hmm.
kill you, but it'll be an annoyance. That being said, with that
Hmm.
much fungal growth, you can determine that the body is probably dead.
With that knowledge, we don't feel like if we rested here, would we be attacked by this fungus while we're sleeping?
No, if the body had died, it didn't die that long ago, maybe 24 to 72 hours ago. A body decays at a rate. Well, I'm not going to go into scientific terms.
No.
You still have like 5 days left,
Okay.
so you're fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
plus, I mean, if anybody caught a disease off this, I could take care of that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hey, that would work.
In any
Okay, so
case, does anyone need a rest? No
I
particular.
believe a few of us do, but we should check out the rest of everything before we even find a rest
Yeah,
place, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. So
Investigate the rest of the cave area, or do we have to do it like by? I go to this corner.
We can certainly split up. I mean, we've got quite a bit. I mean, I think we've investigated most of the bottom portion, right, from the last session.
Yes, most of the bottom
There
portion
is-
has been investigated.
asterisks, one of the most
Hmm.
important portions of the bottom section has not been investigated.
I said
What's the stairs?
most.
Fine.
Yeah, I
Most.
mean, we should make sure the area is secure before we get down to rest at night. That makes sense.
Alrighty.
Yep. So I will. Well, whoever wants to go search, I'm more than happy to do that too. But if anybody wants to do the rolls, then I can help.
Well, just for Toulouse, who wasn't here last time, we did do every room down here except for the one with the stairs.
Oh, okay.
I think an NPC got that room, and then no one actually decided to go and look at it. Such as
Okay.
life.
I'll go look at. I want to investigate this, so I'll go check it out.
Okay.
Or wait, I don't want to leave. Yeah, I'll just go check it
No,
out.
I'll get you back. I'll go. I'm no good at looking at stuff. I'll get you back.
Okay.
Be careful, you two.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys as well. I guess the healer stays in the middle. That makes sense, right?
I mean, you equally get to both of us.
Yeah, no, he'll be alive when we get back for sure.
Why would you say that? Oh God.
And then investigation, yeah?
Yes.
Good to go. Oh, I was so excited to roll it, and it wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
It's not bad though. From what we can tell, the area itself does belong to a almost clearing, but the clearing itself does converge into, well, there's stairs. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. There's in fact stairs leading further down. You don't know where they go. There is currently a small little stream coming up from it, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but
Weird.
it's happening. But besides that, though, the stairs are leading downwards. Investigating this site with a 14, you can determine that there are giant mushrooms around it. That someone had walked here roughly 30 minutes ago, which was the point in time when Antidote investigated the site.
Okay.
Other than that, you can't really tell what's here or what could be here, unless you go down.
Well, I don't want to get wet, so I'm just gonna go back to the party and let everybody else know. Hey, got those. I don't feel like getting wet. Let's go back and tell them.
All right, ominous wet stairs. What could go wrong?
Yeah, well, the water's coming up. That's not right.
It's like
But
a
you
very
just-
thin trickle, but it's still there, still present.
All I can think is there must be a big body of water under there. I don't want to get in.
That's fair.
Wait a second. If
Toulouse
it's
struts back
trickling
to the
up,
others.
wait a second. If the water is trickling up, look at the ceiling. It's a huge pool.
I just know it's water.
You look at the ceiling.
I ain't touching it.
She didn't tell you that. I feel like that's Very metagaming there.
I'm
Is it
sorry.
is it trickling up like it's dripping? Like I was looking at the picture, thinking it's trickling up the stairs and
Yeah.
then like flowing along that little line.
Yeah,
maybe
well, just
we're
the
on
idea
the
of
But
it
I
defying
mean, I was
gravity.
there. Gothos was there. It's not like you miss the one like thing that's in motion.
I don't know.
Maybe we're
it's-
on
if
the
it's
roof
dripping.
of the cave and it's actually just streaming up from the ceiling.
Yeah, it's
You guys think
possible, I
about
suppose.
that?
No, I'll just give it to you. Don't worry about it. So, from what you can tell, Gothos, you look at the sky for some unknown reason. Toulouse did say that there's water coming from the stairs going up into the cavern. I don't know why, but you decide to look up into the sky. There you find a small pool of water.
So it does. Okay.
This is a big
Okay,
bubble of water
yeah.
above our heads.
It's like a thin layer of have you ever like basically splashed or cannonballed into a pool and then some water comes out onto the side?
Yeah.
It's basically that thin layer that comes out.
Okay.
It's
On the ceiling.
it's nothing
So it's like
crazy, but it's there.
running along the wall. So is it running along the roof of the ceiling then? Like on the walls?
Not everything, just small sections here and there.
Huh. Like a. Does it look like a vein network or something?
Not really. It honestly just looks like a small bed pool of water that isn't going anywhere.
What do we got
Look
up
to
here?
my teammates very, very seriously, and I say, "Are we in danger of being wet right now?"
Oh, there's ceiling
My
water?
tail twitches.
From the ceiling water? I mean, maybe. Maybe this is just like another one of these magic realms sort of a thing. What do we got? Anti-gravity for us, but not for stuff that lives here? I don't know.
You honestly don't know.
I'm
Well-
not a magic guy.
Can I roll Arcana?
Sure.
Give it a shot. Worse than my investigation. Never mind.
I'll have a think about it. What's my arcana?
It's a little better. Oh, oops! I accidentally closed that. From what you can tell, the weird, structured form of the pool, the water, the way things are going about, it's not a bad thing. Well, it's not a good thing either. From what you can tell, the ley line structure of the water that's going up into the sky and staying there does mean that underneath, somewhere down below, to the bottom of the sea, where oh man, I couldn't even remember that joke. Anyways,
Where everything's better. Where everything's wetter because everything's better.
no,
Better
I was
'cause
going
it's
for
wetter.
a SpongeBob joke. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
You do and can determine that gravity is acting differently there. It doesn't mean that it will kill you. It just means like it's similar to when you were going into that one body of water that reversed gravity.
Hmm.
I did not like that.
You've survived it
Hmm.
before, but
Hmm.
water.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but do I think it's like another kind of portal, or is it just weird water?
Just weird water currently. You can't honestly tell if there's a weird portal through it unless you go up there and examine it. You can also go down the stairs and see if that's a portal.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there, and if I have to roll for it, that's fine. Is there a room that is not affected or touched by this water in this place?
Yeah, the floor you're standing on, the walls themselves, it's not a lot of water. It honestly just looks like, if you weren't paying attention, like a damp ceiling.
Okay, like this room has none of that in here.
No.
Okay. Okay, we can rest somewhere in here, guys. I'm gonna jeopardize your guys' rest because of it.
Like,
whoa, whoa, whoa! I could get wet. All right, pal, we gotta get out of here.
It's just basically, if the entire roof of the area was 100%, the amount of water in the area is 0.8%.
Gotcha.
It's not a
Being
lot.
silly, honestly. But yeah, I'll go join. What are you guys doing up here?
I think mentioned beforehand though, Rosalind, you did find a little alcove where you could camp and no one would spot you, but you wouldn't see anyone coming or going.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a good camping spot, so I don't know how far we have to go.
Yes.
Well,
But else?
but didn't we agree that we want to research the rest of the place before going to rest?
I think so.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
need to make sure we're secure before we. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So I will spend the time that they've been down there to investigate this entire room with Kobo.
Yes, including the giant gem that's been floating in the pool.
Yep.
Yeah.
As soon as I walk in, it's like, ooh, big materia.
Yep. I think both of us, our eyes went wide when we saw the big crystal. So, yep. That's
Damn.
definitely number one.
We sent the casters in the right direction, didn't we?
Yep.
Okay.
but I didn't find any hidden chests anywhere. Damn it.
Not today.
Not yet, at least.
Okay. Kobo, Rosalind, go ahead and roll investigation.
I can give you help if you like.
You sure? You don't want to roll too? Just in case? You never know.
You never know.
I can go ahead and roll in. We can both roll.
Yep.
You can roll. You could both roll nat 20s right now.
Exactly. You never know.
It's happened before.
He's a sorcerer. He doesn't have that high end.
You don't understand.
Whoa! Very
Oh,
good.
19.
Awesome.
They're not
Yeah.
natural.
I was expecting to roll a 6.
Yeah, they're
Tis
not
a
natural,
dirty
but they're
20.
both over 20 or at 20. Man, I forget the actual term. Why do people say dirty 30 again? I hope it's not a sex thing. Anyways,
I don't know, but that's just. Do they say? Wait, what is it? I thought it was flirty 30s
is it?
or dirty and 30. No, what is it? There. I know what you're talking about. Never mind. This is going to derail everything.
Okay, sorry.
Maybe like the first half is flirty and then it gets dirty.
Oh,
Probably
God.
both.
No. Let's just move on. With the 22 and a 20, you can determine that the area itself is brimming with magical energy. Without actually blinding yourself as you would, this area particularly, yeah, more gemstones, more crystals, a lot more refined, and a lot sturdier than you'd examine. If the crystals before were like jade, stone, this would be actual ruby gemstones equivalent. Some of it, specifically the one in the floating pool, well, the one floating in the pool would be like diamond. That itself is the highest source of energy, but you can feel it inside some of the plants that are bioluminescent, inside some of the giant mushrooms in the area. Overall, you can tell that this area is safe. There are no hidden passageways except for that one particularly to the left that you both find because you both found rolled beyond the 30 over here. It's just another passageway leading downstairs, but a different section of it. You don't really know where it'll go, but it's a different path you can take.
And what about the pool itself that it's hovering over? What is it?
The pool itself is different. It's unique. Oh, wow. I guess you can also determine this. Well, the pool itself, when you closely examine it before the other two get there, and technically entered it was with you guys, the pool converges inside the epicenter of it, and then small trickles begin to flow up into the air, hit the gemstone and then crystallize. And it continues to repeat the pattern. It's not rapid, it's not quick. If you blinked, you would completely miss it. But you both rolled at least 20 and above. You can also
It's
tell
not rapid, but if you blink, you'll miss it.
it's like really quick and it's really small. Anyways, beyond that, you can tell that there's a separate light source with a book next to it. You don't know what it is. I'm not going to say your characters immediately open it, but, a book with a light next to it. Anyways. And then there's the path that the drow likely took.
Okay.
According to Kobo's rough sketch of a map, that is likely you'll go to the village, but you don't necessarily have to go there. Although it is a point where you can figure out a way to get out.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go check out the book because she absolutely would be. What the hell is with a random book and a source of light? So I'll go over there.
Okay.
Okay. Did you need me to help?
I don't even know if well, is it an open book or is it just a book? Well, like, where's the source of light coming from?
The source of light seems to be coming from a metal pole that's been bent down, similar to a lamp, but the portion of where the light is coming from is the end of the bent point where a small gemstone resides there. And the book next to it, that seems to be on a podium that is 2 feet tall. There is a book upon it, laid to the left of it. It is currently closed with a leather cover.
I'd like to check the book first, the one that's closed with no light, just to see what it's.
There
Wow.
is no other book. Just
Oh, I
that
thought it was. I thought. Okay, never mind. So,
Oh.
well, considering the gem is lighting up, I'm gonna. Would she make an educated guess that it might be some sort of magical source or some type without having to necessarily cast anything on it yet?
Oh, it's one of those non-magical light casting gems.
That's what I thought, right? Yeah. So let me just run. Let me just cast Identify on it.
You can also cast, well, not cast, but do an Arcana check.
Well, that's what I wanted to kind of figure out is whether if I could determine anything with an Arcana check or if I would have to do an Identify.
You can do either, but Arcana will
Arcana
work.
will tell you whether or not it's magical. Identify will tell you the nature of the magic.
Yeah.
Then I guess I would want to know though. So I'll do the Identify.
Okay. Well, ritualistically or just casting it through a spell slot.
I can't do ritualistic right now, so yeah, it's spell slot.
Okay. As you cast Identify immediately without awaiting 10 plus 1 minute, that just rounded down to 10 minutes, as I mentioned beforehand, because I like even numbers. You can tell that the property that it imbued upon the gemstone is known as light. It's just imbued into the gemstone, holding the spell within it, and it doesn't seem to be depleting. The spell has a duration of a set amount of time that you know of. It doesn't seem to be going down. The further you investigate it, the more you can tell that it is a binded spell within the gemstone. The gemstone, it is made out of this crystalline structure that you have found within the cave, but this is a sturdier version of it. You can tell, however, that based on your analysis, investigating it in your own history and background, that someone rather than something imbued it, someone with an actual thought behind their processes, imbued the light cantrip spell upon it. Somehow it stuck around for way longer than it should have, and then for some reason also put a book next to it.
Okay, then in that case, I'll just spend whatever amount of time the others are investigating to just peruse through the book if it's something I can open.
It is. Well, I'm gonna go over to them because I think something bad's going to happen.
Oh boy.
Cool. Cool.
Oh boy.
Well, while you're investigating that, and Kobo for some reason decided not to go with you. Too late now. You can't change your mind.
No, I wasn't. She said she was fine over there. I was waiting for her to finish because I got to do some stuff with the spool.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I thought something bad was going to happen with those set of stairs, but no, it's the magical crystal. Classic. Let's do it.
Well, we haven't even gone down the other set of stairs yet. I just went back to the group to tell them about the set of stairs and be like, "Hey,
Oh,
there's a
we were
set of
also
stairs with
just like,
water flowing up."
we were also just sitting beside this one.
Yes. The team reconvenes back in the pool structured area. You all saw it before, but you know the magical one, and technically Kobo isn't magical, but he can technically cast spell. Not important. The magical scientific one and Kobo were investigating the pool section, so you thought, yeah, these people won't mess up. You come back and tell them about the secret under. It wasn't secret. It was just there. Stairs leading downwards.
Yeah, you never would have saw them. So well concealed, guys. It was an amazing find by us.
Antidote.
What do you got here? Glowing crystal?
Yeah, I'm about to do some experiments.
Alright.
Maybe I'll back up then.
Antidote gets closer. Kobo, what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and take Mage Hand. I'm gonna take one of my daggers out.
What could go wrong?
And you know how water is dripping up from this pool
Yes.
to this crystal and kind of crystallizing on it?
Yes.
I'm gonna put the blade of the dagger ever so gently in between the drip and the crystal, and so that the water drips up onto the knife blade and then goes up to the crystal, and see if I start crystallizing on the blade of the dagger.
Okay, bad things will happen in two places then. No one heard that.
Shatters
Wow.
into 1,000 tiny
Oh my
pieces.
God.
Roll initiative.
No! I didn't touch the
Like-
crystal.
We're just investigating, guys, and then we're gonna rest.
It's a good thing you're not touching it.
This was an investigation.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how would we know?
How far are you doing this from your body?
God.
Actually,
See,
I
with
can
Mage Hand,
easily
I
be
thought-
back here because.
But would you have
yeah,
thought of that?
probably not.
The honesty, it's
I'm
like,
not trying to bully
no.
you. I am honestly just asking. If your character would, don't worry about it.
My character's probably very interested in this and maybe picking up some of the more of these, more high quality gem glowing magic crystal thingies.
Mhm.
I wanted to kind of investigate this with the floating pooly thingy.
That's fair.
I'm not actually like dipping the knife in the pool. I'm not actually touching the crystal itself. I'm just very gingerly interposing the blade of the knife in between the drip just to see if it starts crystallizing on the dagger as well.
Yeah, I understand. I think you're far enough away that you'll get advantage. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity.
Advantage.
With advantage.
Yes.
17.
It's a good thing you had advantage. Well then, as you investigate the area, as the dripping begins to go onto your blade itself.
Actually, I was going to say, theoretically, that 4 is a natural 1 on the 20. Do I reroll that, or do we not care?
No, you had advantage. You would go with the
Okay.
highest one.
Right.
I mean, if you wanted to roll a natural 20, maybe it wouldn't matter. A pass is a pass. Anyways.
I didn't know if that was a pass.
Yeah, 17 passed. It's basic. I'll explain it right now. As the drips begin to form on the structure of your blade, it begins to coalesce, go, and wrap around it. It then begins to crystallize, and then, due to the nature of what's going on, it tries to meld with the blade, but it's not the property that it's supposed to be melding with. So as that happens, it begins to crack, then shatter, then basically explode outwards. It's basically a shrapnel damage within range of 10 feet. 5 feet, you would have disadvantage. Within 10, you would have advantage. It's just a simple 2d6. But thankfully enough, you managed to dodge most of it. But you still got hit for... I rolled pretty well. 6. Round it up.
Okay. Was that like my knife blade exploding?
Yes, you no
Or-
longer have that knife.
Okay. I will erase one of my knives.
Wow, I called it. Yeah, that's what you get for messing with magic.
You
We always
can
let the
tell
mages go first.
that the knife shards do have the crystal form around it, but it's jagged. It doesn't look great. It won't piece together. Not unless I suppose if you forge it together, but you don't have a forge system here.
Okay. So just kind of like crystallized shards.
Man, if Roswin was here, maybe you could have figured something out, but she isn't.
I was gonna say I do have the mend cantrip. I've got no problems trying that.
I mean, you can mend it, but it won't add any properties to it. It's been smashed, and if there were properties, the breaking of the weapon would negate that.
Mend very specifically says it doesn't restore any magical properties.
And actually, that's kind of what I was getting at. Is I wondered if I could, get magical properties on it.
I assumed. Due to the breaking of the weapon, it wouldn't restore that if it had it. You don't know if you had it. Maybe if you had a specialist dealing with this type of thing, you might have figured something out. But you can tell after some time you can get your blade back.
Roswin just hears like a grenade go off in the background. She's like, I'm reading!
What are the other two doing? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, we walk into this and see. Do we walk in as it exploding, or do we walk in?
Basically, you were here before Kobo started it, so you were here when it exploded, which is why you stood so far back.
Okay, I was moving around in circles. I
If-
guess
if
I'll go
that
look
was
for
the case-
Roswin.
I was gonna say if that was the case, that you were actually present during the explosion, immediately after the explosion, I turn around with a smile and say, "That was neat."
And
Was
I
it
and I
looking
look at you
good or
after
something?
doing circles, waiting for it to happen, and I just say, "Yep, I'm go look for Roswin," and just wander off.
Okay.
There's another day, normal day with the group.
What about you, Gothas?
Yeah, thanks, Squirrelies. We found a couple of. No, you're not listening to me. Anyway,
I am.
we found a
I can
couple
hear
of
ya.
stairs. Yeah, with a ringing in your ears. Yeah, anyway, there's a couple of staircases, but I think the campsite's pretty good. Other than that, no more dead drow, anything. I guess I should take a cursory look around, shouldn't I?
If you'd like.
Yeah, I
Are
got
there
nothing else to
any-
do. I'll check up this room. Why not?
Okay.
Are there any of these higher quality gem mana things that I can find or get without breaking?
These are large chunks.
Yeah.
They're actually bigger than you, about 3 times bigger, if I want to say. If you want chunks from it, you'll have to break it.
Right.
But, Gothos, go ahead and roll investigation. But since you are investigating that, you won't have any say or play into what will happen to Roswin. But Toulouse did say she's going to go say hi. So she will.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about notebook learning.
So, Roswin.
Hopefully, I get there in time. But I don't even know what I'll be able to. Yeah, we'll see.
As you begin to peruse, open the book, and then glance at it, I want you to go ahead and roll not investigation, sorry. That is too nice. Intelligence save.
Ooh, boy.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Huh.
Somebody's got a big brain.
Boop, 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 boop,
A
boop, boop.
nerd with a big brain. What?
Also, Akio says hi. Sorry. Anyways, from what you can tell, Roswin, it does seem to have an intertexting form structure. From what you can tell as well, it's almost as if it's written in a language that you do not understand. It's written in a cipher system. The cipher itself seems to be almost pictographs, and the pictographs seem to be converging and connecting with one another. If you were flipping too fast, or if you were taking your time, you can tell that some type of effect would have overlapped upon your mind, basically making some type of accidental effect, or if the person was thinking methodically about this, a purposeful effect on your mind itself, causing a dampening of your own intellect. That being said, you were quick to pick up on it, so you didn't immediately just peruse, flip around, or slowly take your time. You went around the middle section of how quickly you can read and began to read it. As you began to investigate it, again, most of it is written in a cipher system, but not all of it. So as you can tell, some footnotes here and there do depict the crystal structure converging and spiring into an actual spire, leading all the way to the surface itself. But if this was something, the crystal you just found is either the start of that or the new construction of something similar like that. You flip over to another page, you can tell that another footnote does suggest that after the spire has been created, a gem inside the spire will be forged and crafted. However, the gem in the book seems to be green and is able to be moved. That being said, the gem that you have found is pink, a little bit purple. You're not sure if they're the same gems or a possible construction or attempt to create something similar to that. You flip over again, and right around that time, Toulouse is there. But before that, you do see another footnote suggesting a combination of both crystallite form and organic matter.
Oh, shit.
And that's when Toulouse pops in.
Oh, hey. Just give me a second. I try to make whatever attempt of a bookmark I have so I don't forget where I'm at. And then,
Hold the corner.
Yep.
Oh
It's
no!
like-
You
Don't
dog
do
is
that.
Oh my
You
god.
monsters!
She's a wizard. She wouldn't dare.
You
It
have
gives a character.
maybe
She does
for a
finger guns for
3-year-old.
firebolts. She'll probably do it.
Now, Rosalind, I'm gonna say, even if you don't, you have them now. If you don't use them, you're a monster. You have like thematical footnotes / bookmarks that sometimes hold your spells on the pinch. You put it in there, unless you don't. I
Yeah,
guess.
you want to see you want
I
to see another
actually don't do
explosion
that
go off?
to my
Put the
books,
bookmark
but
in.
it's a very funny conversation.
All right. Yeah. So what happened down there?
Well, we found some stairs going down with water kind of running up, and actually the water's like all over the place. It's crazy. I hate it. And Kobo, I think he exploded his knife in that crystal fountain thing in there.
Oh, that's what that sound was. All right.
Yeah, and that's about it. What about you?
So, and then this is where I'll elaborate everything that Zama just said. I've been writing the notes up, but yeah, pretty much a summary, Cliff Notes version of what I've been reading so far. But if I were you, I wouldn't try and read it because there's some really funny magic going on in this. It's kind of just better to, let me kind of handle what's going on in there. Although I don't know if the crystal there has something to do with all of this, but we have time to kind of think about it. Might as well take a bit of a rest until we can kind of figure our next moves.
Yeah, we should rest up. That one place back there you found was really good, and we can keep watch too. I know we can't see when somebody walks by, so we can have somebody watching.
Yeah. By the way, is the gem from the book can that be pried off, or is that like on the thing? pretty well.
According to the documentation, it can be pried off.
Huh, okay.
But it's a different gem. It looks similar, but it's a different gem.
Yeah, so I think
Are
at
you
the
are you talking about the booklight or?
booklight. I'm talking about the booklight.
Does the book have a title?
It does not have a book title. It does
Okay.
seem precious. Someone took their time, dedication to actually make the book. You monster, don't ever. No, I'm not gonna say that. That's my own
don't
thing.
dog ear it.
It's clearly someone's not spell book, but if Roswin, you have a spell book, it's basically the equivalent of that, but for research notes.
Oh, I see. So it's definitely okay, so you said it's a ciphers type language, so it's nothing that like
I think it moves. I figured you meant like it moves as you're looking at it.
If you read it too quickly or too slowly, it seems to project a spell into your mind.
Oh.
so okay. Okay.
That being said, Roswin knows how fast to read it, so that's fine. Unless she doesn't tell anyone, they won't have an issue with that.
Oh, so I
think-
can, if I were to tell people about it, they could read it at the same pace and everything?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, if they had the correct skill, and I like the idea of that cast on like a spell book or research book. Like if you're reading it too slowly, clearly don't know what this book is talking about. It's not for you. If you're reading it too fast, you don't care enough about it, and it's not for you.
Yeah, it's a cool book.
All right, then. Is there anything tying the book to the area that it's at, or can I just take it with me?
No, just the podium, the light. If you pry the light, you can take it with you.
Oh.
You can just use a small cloth to overlap it if you don't want the light to be casted. It's a permanent light spell on that small gem.
A permanent light spell. Cool.
Permanent lantern.
Yep.
Well,
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pocket pry the gem off, put it into my pocket so it's nice and covered.
All right, I'm gonna
And
say
then-
Toulouse does that because I
Finesse.
feel like that too,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I feel like
that's fair.
Roswin would break it.
That's it.
I could be wrong.
Rosalind's just like banging it on the desk, and Toulouse is like,
Yeah.
up.
I got my knife out and just
Hey, you
pop
just
it
pop
right
out.
out.
Yep. Okay. Completely fair.
All right. In the meantime, Gothos, you rolled a 16 while investigating that mushroom room. What you find
good.
behind door number 1 is a whole bunch of giant mushrooms. You find nothing.
Are
But
they edible?
What?
they technically are edible, but you would then be glowing. You find very transmutative glowing mushrooms. Pressing your finger upon it, you can tell that your finger, after just swiping through, is now glowing for a set amount of time. That time is 1d4. 3 turns, so not that long, but if you consume it, you likely believe that the juices in the mushroom, either in a broth or just consuming them naturally, will be infused into your body for a longer set amount of time. So as long as you don't be targeted while in a dark cave, maybe you don't need them. But if you form a barricade around here, it'd be also a great camping site.
Yeah. I'll chop one off like a parasol and bring it back to the group.
Okay. I'm gonna assume you like wipe off the stem, and then you just have a giant parasol mushroom that's glowing in the dark.
Yeah. I'll either juice it or powder it, depending on what the team thinks.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah. So let's go back and actually meet up as a team.
Also, out of character, I think if what that crystal is what I think it is, oh boy.
It could also be an artificial reconstruction, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, we go take a snooze then and talk about what we found and all that.
Yeah, I'll take first watch too.
I'll take second. I'm still jacked.
I like how you
And
guys
then-
found 3 different sections where you could sleep safely, but you decided to sleep in the giant gem room.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
we did.
I
No, we're just
no.
meeting up here to go to the place where we want to meet.
Oh,
so-
we
Right.
said we're going for a rest. We just like, all right, guys, sleep time. Ba-dunk.
Exactly. Fall asleep where you are. Don't move. Don't move.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past you guys.
Wow.
We're not there yet, Adama.
Okay, as mentioned before, you guys did find a few things. Toulouse found this area where it's mid-range sight visibility. You won't see anyone coming, but they won't see you while you're resting. If someone wants to try to make what's it called? Watch, they would have to be on top of the mushrooms, but they would be able to be spotted as well. Another section would be where the stairs are. I believe Antidote found that one. But you would be in near stairs, and who knows what else except for like a small trickle of water would be there. You also found Gothos's mushroom hut. You can sleep there if you'd like, and you won't be blocked by any. How should I say this? It's the same way of. Well, I don't want to creep anyone out, but I'm going to say this anyways. You know how sometimes you have a light on in your room and then you look out the window and you can't see anything? It's basically
Yeah.
that, but reversed. If you sleep in there, the light will be shining and no one will be able to see inside due to the light visibility. So if someone was to pass by and look inside, you would have a surprise round action to go against them.
It's like when you're in an interrogation room, the light is in your face. All you can see is the light.
Yes,
You
correct.
have to sleep with a big light on though.
Also, the main thing why I found it so creepy is apparently people can look at you through a window, but you can't see them.
Well, that's the way that two-way mirrors work. There's no such thing as a two-way mirror. It's just shiny
A
glass, and
Yeah.
the room on the other side is dark.
Yeah, I know.
That's it.
I just find it creepy. I like my privacy.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's close. I got a good feeling about these mushrooms.
Also, the way you presented the stair room, we haven't even gone down those stairs yet.
You haven't.
There looks to be more stairs right over here, but did we look at those?
I mean,
you did not.
what are we, in the Hobbit?
Technically, everyone except for your spider
We
and
are!
Antidote would
Oh,
not be able
God.
to go down.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, so I want to investigate the downstairs tomorrow after we've had a rest. Was my plan. But, yeah, where do you guys want to sleep? I mean, it's between bright light and the mushroom tops.
The closest one that we've got here is perfectly fine.
That'll
Okay.
work.
Bright lights it is.
Bright lights, big fungi.
Are there any gem quality crystals over here?
In the mushroom hut room, or you changed directions. That is bioluminescent shrubbery. There are
okay.
like some small gems like embedded into the root work of it. If you want to try and take one of those, you can go ahead and roll survival.
Nope.
Just based on Kobo's, like, I want to do this too. Because at the end of this, we have a potential to come out looking like high-level fucking MMO characters, just covered in glowing leaves and gemstones, being like, peasants, out of my way.
I would like to luck that to see if I can luckily get one out that's not completely shattered.
Well, I'm afraid you can't, and I'll explain why as soon as Kobo rolls.
You mean Gothos? Oh god, I said
meant
it.
Gothos.
I'm not good at
Sleep, guys. We're
survival.
supposed to be sleeping.
I don't know why I get your guys' names confused.
2 O's.
Yeah. I do it too, actually. It's weird.
mean, come on, Gothos the Goblin, Kobo the Kobold. We made it easy.
I think
I know
they-
you're not a kobold.
I know.
For-
It's funny.
Yeah,
Well,
sorry, what were you
go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was thinking about another game. Nothing.
Fair. In the meantime, no one sees what Xanto is doing. But
God.
Antidote, stop being a creep. We see you collecting samples all the time. We know you're up
He
to
just-
something.
He
Take your
pulls out this.
mask off, you weirdo.
He takes his mask off. He pulls out a bright blue crazy straw and starts just sucking up.
Oh
rather-
God!
slurp, slurp. No. Also, Brave. Thanks for the raid. Well, as you begin to drive the gemstone out of the embedded root work and Gothos, you do manage to grab one.
Oh boy.
Immediately, a vine
God.
begins to sprout out and jettison straight for Kobos' neck. I want everyone to go ahead and roll turn order /
Oh,
initiative.
guys, sleep. We were supposed to
minutes.
sleep. We had one job.
I
Oh
didn't-
God.
I
I
didn't get
was
to
Don't
luck
get
that.
in battle.
That's why I didn't get to luck that.
Oh,
That's
God.
why.
Oh God, I love that initiative. Woo! Ah.
Woof. That's me with a.
I'm only down one spell.
It's
Wow,
not
we all
that
did-
bad.
I mean, we're up against a plant, but it's going to be really embarrassing when it beats us on initiative.
Okay. I do have an actual asset for this, but I feel like this would be funnier. There we go. Just looks like a tree.
Oh boy.
It does all consider a large creature. Anyways,
Yeah, that's right, you scale it. Oh, there it is.
oops, that is the wrong turn order. Oh, it rolled a 15.
Oh yeah, he definitely
And
beat
you
us.
all-
Yep,
Yep,
yep.
the tree is faster than everyone in this party. Good work, everyone.
It's one of those, where they're so still you'd never see it coming.
Oh God.
It's Drax and Groot in one.
Immediately, the tree goes and binds straight towards Kobo's neck. I want Kobo to go ahead and roll dexterity saving throw.
I don't know how I feel about beating up a tree, guys.
No, you.
As you manage to get around away from it, you do not manage to get grappled, but the vine does basically whip you. The vine does 1d6 point of damage, which is not a lot. But if the thing can actually just hit you and with missing, you might not want to get too close to the thing. You take 2 points of damage plus its dexterity modifier, which is 3. Toulouse. Immediately you see Kobo being attacked by a tree.
Goodness. I'm rusty. I will go ahead and he's not captured, so that's good. I can only get closer. Can I hit it from here? No, I can't. I see vines whipping around a corner. I'm like, what's going on, guys? How far can I move? Sorry, now you lost where I was. Yeah, I am rusty. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's fine, it's been a while.
No, you're good.
All right, I'll move right here because I'm still pretty far back, and I will. I wonder if this would be good to use on it. Use my cantrip. Would this even work on a tree?
Toll the Dead! You point at one creature you can see within range, and sounds of dolorous spells fill the air around it for a moment. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw to take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12 necrotic damage. Gothos, go ahead and roll 1d4, because you accidentally did make some damage.
Oh wait, do I roll? Wait, I roll 1d.
No. Gothos does. When he ripped out the shard, he basically hurt the thing.
Oh.
It was going to happen regardless if Kobo or Gothos did. It's just Gothos actually managed to grab something.
Yeah.
Actually, you're rolling
That's what
2d8
caused the
because you're 5th
fight.
level.
Yes, it still needs to make
Oh,
a
yeah.
wisdom save though. It
And
does not
actually,
have a
because
wisdom
it's
save.
damaged, you roll 2d12.
Alright,
Yeah.
it rolled a 14. It has a -2. I'm pretty sure it failed.
That brings it to 12.
Yes!
13 is the
Ooh.
DC.
Yes!
It's a tree. It's
Okay.
not smart. It's just or wise. It's just acting on impulse.
Well, it's clearly not.
I'm just
intended.
glad that it's -2 because I want to know if one otherwise. And then
What
I
was it?
roll, I get to roll 2d8? No, 2d12.
12.
Whoa.
Wow.
2d12. 2d12.
Because
Do I
it's
have
been
it set up?
damaged. That's why Toll the Dead is beefy.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. I don't have it set up yet. Okay, 2d12
Oh no.
slash, oops, backslash. That's not it. 2d12. I think I did that right. Yay!
Nice.
Nice.
With a necrotic flame aimed directly towards the branch of the trees, it begins to burn and cause it asunder. Immediately, the roots begin to decay and break apart. It's more mad now. It might have not been a good idea, but you did damage the thing. It's also, oh wow, you're also all considered small creatures, so it's like 10 times the size of you.
God, it's like, is it 30 feet high?
I suppose comparatively, but no, it's basically 10 feet
So
tall.
I mean, okay, I was saying, is it's a real tree, or it's like an Underdark tree?
It's like a Christmas tree. It's like a Christmas-sized tree.
Mhm.
So for you guys, pretty big. For everything else, it's just decent.
A fluorescent Christmas tree?
Okay.
Also, remind me, guys, what's your guys' level?
5.
Yep. Don't lose to a tree.
God.
Don't lose to a tree. I mean, no matter
and
the
then-
level, that's good advice.
And I think I'll
You do get it off a hand check, yes.
I'll use my will. I should be able to try to persuade the tree to go away, but oh man.
Nat 1. Rough stuff.
You grab one of your
I lost
daggers,
the
the
dagger.
makeshift one that you grab with a fork, toss it in, and it just embeds into the ground next to it. It then grabs it with its own vine and begins to try to shank someone else with it. Congratulations, you now armed the thing.
Oh.
Any movement?
What else do I have up my sleeve?
Movement.
Yes, I will. Yeah, I will move. Can I use disguise self as a bonus action? Or no, I already did that. Never mind.
You've
I already
already-
used my bonus action.
You use
I
bonus
will-
action to fumble knife.
I did. It was a fork, okay? That's why it didn't work.
Gathos.
Yeah,
Unless
I'll
you're
move back
moving.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move back just a bit. So do I still have line of sight on it? Let me check.
Okay.
Make sure you see the sucker.
Yeah, you're still fine.
Got it. Done. Sorry.
So, Gothos, having grabbed this shiny leaf, goes, oh.
Mhm.
Oh, shit! Oh, wait. No, it's a tree, right? Can it not move? Kobo, you just want me to get you out of there?
Kobo's not tangled, thankfully. He just got hit.
Yeah, I just need to get to my turn so I can back up.
Or you can be dragged out.
Hey, I set it on fire to distract it, guys, or whatever I
Yep.
did. I just set it on fire. I
Necrotic
pulled
damage, it
the
wasn't
dead
actually fire.
digit. I knocked some dead sense into it.
Okay, well, I asked Kobo if he needed a lift, which he didn't, so, action, disengage. Done?
All right. As you begin to run away, I want you to go ahead. No, you and your pet / familiar /
both of us
steed
just-
/
okay.
giant spider. Deck saves, both of you.
I took disengage.
And remember,
Alright.
as someone just said, only you can start forest fires.
13 for me, let me, get my Spide Arrow. Tannhauser.
Only Kobo can start forest fires? Is that what you said?
Now that's what someone said in the
Only-
chat.
Only you can
16.
stop.
All right, so 13 for you and 16 for your spider.
Yes. Me then spider, yes.
Immediately, your spider doesn't get hit, thankfully enough, and begins to run away. However, as you're trying to move with your spider's distance, a vine just whaps you on the back of the head. Well, no, because it's going to be a lot more damage than that, and I don't want you to basically snap your neck with what's about to happen. Immediately,
I took
hits you.
disengage!
Yeah, you
d-
did.
Doesn't matter. Unfortunately, it does not matter. You're in its territory. Yeah, I was waiting for someone to do this. I honestly thought it was going to be Kobo. Glad I was right,
Alright.
though. Immediately, a vine shoots out from the ground next to you. Luckily enough, it does miss your giant spider, but does manage to hit you in the back. It hits you, and immediately you go in the same direction. It's not stopping you from going, but it does get you there faster. You go and shoot and hit this side of the wall, hit the ground, and only take 3d6 points of damage. Bludgeoning, and I rolled pretty low. Your spider
wow.
immediately picks you back up and puts you back on its back.
Okay.
You can now tell that disengage will not do a thing. After all, this is technically considered... How should I phrase this? It's what dragons do, but, you know, for trees.
What level am I? Do I have a bonus spell that I can attack this fucker with now that he's...
I was mad.
Shit, no, I think I gotta be level 6 before I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Unfortunately, you're in this tree's lair. Kobo!
Yes. What is Kobo gonna do?
You can run.
Only Kobo can start forest fires.
You can teleport.
That is the idea, yes. That's why I was figuring that out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Sweet. Start here.
What will you do?
First, I'm going to use my bonus action. And flip down one. And Misty Step. Whoopsh.
Immediately, you Misty Step, avoiding the trap layer system because it honestly activates on Tremor Sense, and immediately appear next to Toulouse and Gothos. Nothing happens. Congratulations, you beat the system. For now.
For my parting shot, now that I'm back, I am going to use my main action. And...
Okay, well... you did it. Alright.
A giant
Only
fireball.
Kobo can start forest fires. And
Immediately
I'm looking at it like this. It's a 20-foot radius. So if I plant it there... Or wait a second. If I plant it there, then it only comes out to here. So we should all be safe.
I like to think that it's a really slow kind of fireball, and as you're doing it, like it's arcing through the air and this sunlight glory. Gothos is just like, actually, you know, it's kind of a good thing to have near a place where we're sleeping, kind of like a guard dog, almost.
Immediately, the fire descends into the area.
Providing it can't get up and unroot itself and crawl into our campsite and kill us.
It then jettisons into the tree and then blows up in the area radius. Congratulations! You also discovered one other weakness it possesses. It's rooted into the ground. It cannot make any dex saves to save its life. It immediately takes the full amount of damage. Plus a little bit more. Already determined how much. Don't worry about it. It immediately takes the total 30 plus 5 additional points of fire damage due to its... Well, it's a tree, it's fire. It then burns in, and you can tell it's now sickly, definitely considered bloodied. However, at this rate, due to the fact that it's also at bloodied state, another layer action happens! Hooray!
What's going on?
Dun, dun.
This is why we're never gonna do crimes.
You're working with a network root system. Congratulations! I am surprised no one actually investigated the plants. Just the mushrooms.
I tried to investigate everything,
You
but I
went with.
failed. I
Uh,
investigated some stairs, okay?
you
And I
investigated
said I'll
stairs?
check them out. I'll check them out tomorrow after we sleep. And what did you guys do? You woke up a goddamn tree. That's what you did.
Investigation only works in the room you're at, not just
I
another
know.
separate section.
Toulouse,
I'm so
I
sorry.
did my job, okay?
Okay. Unfortunately, everyone is within 60 feet. So everyone, that includes you, Robin, go ahead
Ramp
and
it up.
roll dex
Dex.
saves.
Okay.
Fucking hell. So the second one is for Tannhauser.
Dexterity.
Oh, Tanny. Oh,
Nice.
Tannhauser makes it. I wonder if that means her rider is fine. Maybe, I don't know. Even if she jumps straight up, because she's a jumping spider?
It is a natural 20. You know what? I'll give it to you. It seems fair.
Huzzah!
Still gonna take damage though. Just half.
Yeah.
So, thankfully enough, your bird can fly, so it's not touching the ground. So I'm not gonna make you do that for your owl. Again, I'm not exactly sure what an owl is. I think it's avian, but I could be wrong. Immediately,
It is.
Gothos and said spider jump into the sky, and immediately roots begin to spring out and jettison straight for any body mass that is currently touching the ground. That also includes Antidote, who's currently not in the room and got disadvantage. So these are his rolls.
It's just like minding his own
He
business.
failed no
Yeah.
matter what.
He doesn't even know we're in a fight.
Immediately,
God.
Roswin, you get a root strapped around you and it crushes into your body. You might not die, but it does do 3d8 points of damage. I rolled low. You get 9.
Not.
You are
I
now
feel bad
considered
if it's
restrained.
going
You can
easy.
still attack, but you're considered restrained until you somehow remove said woodwork. Gothos, you're fine. You only take 3d8 points of damage. 13 reduced to half is 7. Round it up.
Sounds good.
Toulouse, you're fine. 10 points of damage. And Kobo, you are not okay. But
Did
I
you
rolled
say I
terribly.
take 10?
Yes, total of 10.
Okay.
And Kobo, you take 7. And are now considered restrained as well. You can still attack, but you cannot move unless you somehow break the branches off.
Or teleport again.
Yeah.
Try better. I try better.
Well, I think we've all decided fuck this tree at this point.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kobo, anything else?
Oh, is it, hey, thing. Kobo just did the fireball thing. It hasn't been his turn a second time, has it? No.
Not yet.
No, yeah, that's it. I'm done. That was
Okay.
my bonus and my standard action.
Roswin.
Wait.
Have we found a tree before?
Yeah, we've already done it, but there might have been a problem with that turn. Anyway.
I don't remember fighting a tree.
Oh no, it's okay. I thought when never mind. I have to look back. It was a brew house. We were fighting a house.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were fighting. Yeah,
And
we
I
were fighting.
blew that
I
one
was
up.
like, we've
Yeah, the chicken walker
fought another
house.
big creature before.
Yeah.
The chicken house. Okay. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, Akios probably. Yeah, sorry. Chat. Yeah,
Yo.
tree, brewery house, chicken thing, related? Question mark? Roswin.
Yeah, so what is it that I can do right now?
You can still attack. You will have to make a athletics check to break off the branches wrapped around you. If you fail, you fail, but you don't lose your action. You just can't go anywhere.
Athletic, you said?
Yes, your strength. Unless you decide to do something else, which is more than welcome. You just have to figure out what.
I mean, Do I know if this particular type of tree is vulnerable to fire? Could I still like use a firebolt to try and incinerate whatever the branch is holding me?
Yeah, we did
Potentially.
ascertain.
If you're talking about the branches next to you, yes. If you're talking about the big tree, you kind of have to round the corner to see it.
No, I'm not talking about. You're saying that I can't move. I can't even see the tree, so I'm trying to get
Yes.
to a position I can see it. So that's what I'm saying. The thing that's holding me, and I
Yes.
use fire.
Yes.
So what kind of check is that?
That is a magical attack, and it's not going anywhere, so you can just hit it. Do enough damage, and it'll go down.
But is that going to be considered an action rather than me using my athletics?
Unfortunately, yeah. Unless you have some type of bomb.
I'm not gonna use that.
You do, by the way.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna use that because then that goes away. Oh,
Yeah.
not yet. Well, there goes my turn then, because I'm pretty sure that doesn't do it.
Also, have a good night. Sorry, still chat. Another fast typer.
Yeah, I think that's all I'll do. If that doesn't break it, then I'm just gonna stay put.
Do you have any bonus action spells?
Say you
no.
could have just like firebolted the roots at your feet.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I guess. I guess if it's gonna be a waste of an action, yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll do that.
All right.
So I guess it's that.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage. Thankfully enough, you only had to do 5. You burned a firebolt straight into the core of the system. Wow, that is a terrible sentence. You burn the tree enough that you break the branches around you. Thankfully enough, your focus, your arcanic knowledge does not just basically catch you on fire. I'm a little mean, but I'm not that mean. You easily avoid hurting yourself and are now mobile.
I'll go ahead and just. I believe it. Double check this one first.
Hmm?
Yep. Okay, so I'll just stay there then, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Unfortunately, it's now the tree's turn. Roswin, you're now removed from said tree branch. Antidote is not. Antidote now has to make a turn order. Roll. Oh, he rolled poorly. Rolled a 5. He ain't going anywhere. But unfortunately, anyone stuck in the tree branches now, well, unfortunately, now gets hit. Automatic hit, since you're wrapped around in branches. I am not that sorry. Antidote and Kobo, go ahead and roll strength save to no, Constitution, because you're trying not to take the full frontal assault. All right, and here's Antidotes +2. Add it. It's about the same. Thankfully enough, you both pass. Unfortunately, this is 3d6 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced down to half. I am not rolling well today. Take 3. Toulouse.
My turn. I am going to. I really want to kill this tree. I'm gonna use my little. I still have my little tiny magic wand, magic missile. So I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. I forgot how to use this. They're not. Oh.
You just basically tell me how many charges you expend. You expend them, and then you have to roll a d20 to see if you lose the thing.
Yeah. I thought I had. What do I roll for attack damage? It's 1d6, right? 1d. Yeah, I'm using
Each missile is 1d4.
1d4.
Yes. It has 7 charges. How many are you using?
This is the one that I can recharge, right? Or no?
Yes. You just have a chance of losing it whenever you use it. But you can always find it. As long as you're
Okay.
like not being chased by something, I suppose.
Gotcha. I will.
Got a chance of
ahead
it
and
going
use-
away if she just uses the last charge. It's on any charge.
No, it's whenever she uses it. It's like a size of a toothpick.
It's tiny. Yeah, it's like teeny tiny. Like, I think I turned it into something to wear on me. I don't remember. Maybe I thought about that one time, but it's a teeny tiny toothpick. Magic wand. I will use 5 of my charges on this thing. And
All right.
I don't know where I put
That
it.
is
Hold on.
5d4 plus 5 for each missile. And this is force damage.
But that's so fell. Oh no! Why do I keep doing that? Roll. What was it? 1d5?
5.
It's 5d5, but we definitely have magic missile set up, so if you just want to click it 5 times.
No, I don't. I don't have it on this one.
Okay.
It's on my other character. I have magic attack set up on this one, but
Okay.
I don't know what that's for even.
Alright.
But I already forgot. What do you need me to type?
Sorry.
Slash
sorry.
R space.
Hang on. I read this wrong. It has 7 charges of a spell, not 7 magic missiles. So, you only need to use 1. However, to upcast it, you can expend an additional 1, an additional charge to upcast it up to 7. So if you just want to shoot 3 magic missiles, you just need to expend 1 charge. If you want to cast more, then more charges.
I gotcha. Okay, then I'll do 2 charges and blast him with 6 missiles. Does that work?
That would be 4.
No. Yeah, it's
Well, the way
3 for
sorry.
the first one, 1 charge for every additional 1 after the first.
Oh,
So the
okay,
first
I gotcha.
one
I
gets you
understand.
3.
Okay, I understand. And then a dogma. What were you telling me to roll for attack? I want to roll. What did I say? I wanted to roll 5, so that would be I blast it with 1 and then use 2 additional charges.
Yes.
Yes.
So a total of 3
Okay.
charges.
But
it's
isn't it magic
5d4
missiles?
plus 5.
Oh
So they
yeah, that's
automatically
yes,
hit.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
It is 5d4 plus 5.
Wow, that's actually a doozy of a weapon pretty early on.
Yes. Remember, you guys started in the Rick and Morty adventure.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird.
But like, well, as a level 1, you might want to space it out, but just to dump truck that damage.
Hey, I rolled really well to keep this thing. Okay,
You did.
It was luck, and I will use it when I feel like it's fit. It was a 5d4 plus 5, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry, I just want to make sure I typed that right before I hit enter.
A blast of magic missiles aim and jettison straight for the body and core of this creature? Who knows? It binds in and blasts it. First with initial assault, and then one after the other. You basically make a core into the actual core of the tree. Wow, it turns out to be 40 years old. Congratulations. You can tell it is damaged, it is hurt, and it's close to death's door. With any luck, you won't die so long as it doesn't take its next turn. That being said, Toulouse, anything else you want to do?
Wait, so it's not dead yet?
It is nearly there, but not quite.
I got a dagger. I missed last time.
Yes.
I missed last time, and
You
you couldn't even
barely,
move.
you barely hit today. Its AC is 13.
Yay!
And ties go to the attacker.
Oh,
Oh,
tell me that it had 1 HP left, man.
You grab that one spoon shank you made, toss it straight towards the trunk of the tree. It sinks in, but not that deep. Maybe making a shank out of a spoon wasn't the best idea. Maybe.
nah.
But still, you
Fork
sunk a
and
spoon
spoon.
into someone, which is impressive.
I know the fork. Jeez, fork didn't do anything. The spoon. You always count on the spoon. And that is it for me.
All right. Now that it has passed your turn, I will state that if you hit Kobo. I don't know why I get you confused. Kobo.
I am Gothos. I am
no,
Gothos.
Not you, Gothos. I meant Kobo. If you hit Kobo with a magic missile, you could have broken him out of the branches. Oh well,
That's
Gothos.
okay.
Okay.
I'll be out.
I figured if I killed the tree, he would have been out of the branches.
True. But it didn't happen.
And it will die as soon as it gets to my turn again if Kothos
And I've
Gothos
had
doesn't
really
kill it first.
bad luck. I've had
Yeah.
super bad luck with trying to use magic on teammates.
Okay,
You
Gothos.
think you've had bad luck? I tried to.
last
Anyway,
resort. Last resort.
Tannhauser will take 10 feet running steps forward and then leap heroically that Gothos
I think
sword
heroically go
upheld
heroic
in
30
the
seconds.
air. But I'm leaping into the area. I'm not going to touch the ground.
You said you
That's
took
the
a
idea.
10-foot running start.
And okay, just so we're 100% clear, that brings me. I was here. That brings me to there. That's where it starts.
Technically, it's somewhere around the middle. But I'll just
Yeah.
say
Alright.
it happens when you jump in the air.
All right, me
And
first.
now you're so
then.
close, Gothos.
I already warned you of this effect.
I wanted to be heroic.
I get it.
But now you're too close, Gothos.
I'm so bad at those. I'm taking Shield Master next time, and that's Tannhauser. Oh, even worse. Fuck, Tannhauser's gonna die.
You know what? I'll just do the damage. I'm not gonna do the restraint. It's still your turn. I don't want to take that away from you. Still gonna hit you with damage though. I'm not gonna be that nice. That's 3d6. No, this one is 2d6. That's 3. Both of you.
Okay.
Both of you
Alright.
take 3.
Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. Come on. And then I attack.
Got it.
Good. Yeah.
Definitely does hit.
Yeah, and I'm gonna smite that level 2 as well. So that's plus what's regular smite? Regular smite is 2d8. I'm gonna level 2 smite it, so that's 3d8 radiant damage.
Mhm.
So that's a question mark, not a slash. So I do 23 points of damage.
You take
And-
10 Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm gonna Fury the Smallet, which is an additional 5 points.
You take a
Because
10-foot
it-
running start. Branches begin to wrap out, breaking and aiming straight for your mount. Thankfully enough, you're quick, but you manage to get scraped by a few branches. You use some of the footstools that have now been created and jump and leap into the sky. Both Rider and Spider jump into the air, and with your bastard sword / love child, duly named, fly into the sky and sink deep into the abdomen of the tree. You then imbue your blade with holy radiant energy and basically cut it in half. Afterwards, you then slash it once more after hitting the ground and stab and twist. This would be so cool if it wasn't being done by a tree or to a tree. You imagine it dies as immediately soon after Kobo is released. So is Antidote, but technically you didn't see what happened to him.
Yeah, I'm always finishing your guys' fights that I maybe started. Anyway, who wants some magic wood?
Hey. Are there any of them crystals left?
Do you want to try again? There is another tree there.
Not another tree. The one we killed.
There's a couple.
I mean,
trees
if
there.
for-
It's just one.
If for no other reason than wood is incredibly valuable in the Underdark.
Yeah.
Should harvest some of that.
Okay, you do harvest some of the woodwork here and there. I'll just give one to you. Kobo, you managed to grab one of the blue shards embedded into
You
it.
acquire 1 wood.
If you try to grab any more, there's like 3 other trees in the row next to it that didn't wake up. Who knows? Maybe they're just normal trees, or maybe they're just traps in the waiting. Who's to say? Adnavood immediately comes over, doesn't brandish a weapon, but he looks panicked, worried that you guys are in trouble, sees a small fire in the area, and just walks away.
Guys, I thought you were into. Oh, you did it
Uh,
again.
He just begins to go into... He begins to make your campsite.
God.
He's not
After
going to
all
ask
this
questions.
Okay,
I'll
so yeah, go
investigate
get
to make
some.
sure the danger is gone. Is that
The danger is
Yeah,
gone unless you decide to make more.
okay? No.
So, since if we're really gonna rest here, then I can do some stuff at least with healing too. So if we're not gonna do
Well, if we
anything.
didn't need to rest before, we definitely need to now.
Yeah. So, in that case, I'll
Yeah.
go up to level and do a third level cure wounds.
If you are resting,
What?
do you really need to cast spells? Unless you want to.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to restrict you away.
Oh, are we
We're
gonna
gonna
go
be-
back to full and regardless?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once
It's
we
the
sleep and
paranoia
rest
of
up.
being ambushed in the night is
Yeah,
why you dump spells into
that's
help.
that's why I'm saying I'm not going to tell you not to.
No,
but-
it's not that. It's just I have a couple games, so and in one of them that's not how that works. So it was just reminding me. It's all good.
The dog was nice
I
to
can-
us.
I can crank up my music box. It gives us extra hit dice on a short or long rest.
Yeah,
No, we're long. Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna long rest here. We'll set up kind of like what Dogma was saying earlier when I discovered this area. We could like hide in the. We could like push the glowing mushrooms so they conceal us and just create the most
Yeah.
obvious hide, a neon hide, if you will.
Yeah.
Are any of us good at survival?
No.
No.
Alrighty then.
I have a
Wait,
2
is
to it, but that's
Tannhauser-
it.
That's better than me, but is
Okay, I'll do it
Tannhauser
then.
good at it?
Oops.
No, Tannhauser's not.
Make Tannhauser build our freaking hut to work
Yeah, but no,
spider.
she's not great at it. She's not a web building spider. So sorry, team.
All right. If I am the only one, I will attempt it. We'll see how my
I will help you.
skill
Oh,
goes.
this was me being presumptuous, by the way. DM, what do we need to conceal ourselves?
you just need to grab some of the mushrooms and put them in front of you. That's
Okay.
it.
We do that. We do that.
I try to do it for you guys, and I'm like, hey, look at these little mushrooms. They'll definitely cover us. You're tiny, and they're like the size of your hand. And then I'm like, I'm gonna go stand watch, and I just go out here to take first watch.
Well, I heard
Well,
Kobo say
as
he
you
was.
begin to grab the mushrooms, nothing happens. Gotho's already investigated this site, so roll the 16. You discover that these aren't going to kill you.
Still got my parasol, by the way.
You do. It looks lovely. Please go ahead and roll a perception check while you're looking out.
Perception.
Over the course of 4 hours, you can
Nice.
tell nothing is happening as of yet. You can hear the small trickling sounds of not water, but whatever this pool is with the gemstone continues to happen. If it wasn't for your team resting, finally not creating problems for themselves, you would not have been able to hear it normally. After 4 hours, you then decide to go to the little boy's room, come back, no one has killed your team, and then next shift starts. Who's taking the second round?
I guess I'll do it. No one's speaking up.
Your watch.
All
And
right.
my tail weight.
Roswell, in the middle of the night, you do hear a few sounds. You're not exactly sure what it is. It's pretty far away, but if your team wasn't so quiet, which is a rarity, you would not have been able to hear that. It's pretty far away. It's not coming towards you. You just hear it.
I'll just keep. Because we're in the room where
Okay.
they can't see in, right?
Yes.
Roswin, if you have your owl with you, he rolls +3 and advantage on perception for like standing watch and stuff.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yes. Well, I can.
So we're in the room where they can't see in, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
If they can see inside, they're basically blinded for a round.
Okay, so I'm just gonna hold. I'm just gonna hold and just gonna wait to see if the sounds come closer or not. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna stay as quiet as possible. I just want to see what's going to happen.
As you investigate the area, seeing if something happens, nothing seems to happen. The sound still is coming and originating from somewhere to the south of you, but it's not getting closer, and it's
Mm.
not getting further away.
Okay, then I will wait out the rest of my watch, and then whoever's taking next, I'll let them know about what I heard. But that's it.
All right. Over the course of your watch, nothing seems to happen. After a while, the sound seems to almost go into the background. If you weren't trying to keep an ear out for it, it would simply just wash into the background. Next shift.
I'll take
Yeah, I'll
it.
take it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Thanks.
no, we'll flip for it. I'm 1, you're 2. There you go. It's yours.
Alrighty.
All right.
Perception.
Yes. With 15, you can tell after Roswin has told you about the sound, it's pretty far away. It's not nowhere near close to you. You just hear it. You do hear the dripping sounds of the gemstone that you've heard. Well, you haven't heard it before, but I don't know. The other guys seem to be very loud, and thankfully enough, now they're asleep. The only ones that aren't really loud is, well, Antidote and the owl and spider. But that's neither here or there. You do hear the dripping sound. You do hear the weird scrunching noises, but you don't hear anything else. You do hear heavy breathing, but then discover it's your team. Apparently, some of them snore. But overall, the night is pretty uneventful.
Okay.
By the way, I'd like to think that Tannhauser is doing the equivalent of, like, licking her lips in spider form looking at that owl.
So, after the course of the night, after wandering around, where exactly do you intend to go? You know, to the north is where the drow went, which
Okay.
leads to the mushroom village / city. You know that you found a small stairway that all of you can go to, except for your spider and Antidote. And then there's that one other staircase that no one seems to want to go into, which is fine. It has
Okay.
So
water.
it's just glossing right over the giant crystal, which I won't name any more specifically, but I think holds everyone's interest.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I
Oh,
would have
speaking of interest. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I was gonna share what I had found about the book, and the relation with the crystal potentially, to everybody in the morning.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, it says it can go
So
right to the
maybe
surface.
we'll-
That's handy, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Want to take a closer look? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what kind of track.
what do you look at that book at all anymore? You said you just had to read at a certain pace.
Yep. But it is. We did just wake up, so if you're anticipating that I've read the book by now, I have no idea how that works. Oh.
We're still,
Alright, I'll
we're
make-
still working on breakfast.
Yeah, I'll make fried mushrooms. You read.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
Speaking of, did you learn anything about that neat little bug?
Well, that reminded me last night. I did
Yeah,
not know
we're all-
about
we're
I
all
tried
just
to
like,
remind
what
you
about
last
them?
night, but we started taking watch.
No, yeah, so, okay, let's take
Yeah,
an
no.
order of the shit you
One
guys
thing at a time.
God damn it.
All right.
I feel like that chef who, like, just has, like, a bunch of shit to deal with, and it's like, alright, hold on.
We'll go with one thing at a time. Gothos,
yep.
roll cooking. If you have cooking utensils, go ahead.
Alright,
I'll deal with, can I
Performance, by the
do
way.
some sort of,
Performance. Alright, that sounds great.
It is an art.
can
I'm
I,
charismatic as shit.
Oh, you make delicious egg and mushroom omelets. They're
Yum.
Yum,
exquisite.
yum, yum, yum.
Don't ask where you
I
got the
did-
eggs.
Good job, Papa.
Or the
Green
frying
eggs and
pan.
ham?
I know where
eggs
we
too?
got the wood. I'm feeling good about that. We can actually cook stuff. So, yeah, showing off.
Next, Kobo, you were saying?
Oh, I was just going yum 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 yum. Spider eggs and ham.
Oh gosh.
No.
Don't ask.
Okay,
Rosalind.
can
Astral spider eggs. Thank you.
I will lend any assistance I can to Roswin. That's what I'll
Okay.
be doing.
the beetle, right? Or was it a beetle?
Scarab.
Scarab. Sorry.
Mhm.
Did we learn everything that we could at the time, or could I do another Arcana check to kind of learn more about its mechanics and everything?
Its current abilities are known to you, but you can tell it's able to adapt and change. But yeah, if you're trying to get the
I
way
thought there
it
was more
functions,
information.
go ahead and roll Arcana.
Mainly because, like, if she could be able to replicate that one day, I'm assuming that this would be her time of researching that kind of stuff. Just speaking with her a little bit and kind of figuring out how it works. Okay, Arcana.
Roswin's like taking her knife and kind of prying and looking at like
I am
the
not
clockwork.
destroying it, okay?
No,
Relax.
no, you're prying. You're like looking at the clockwork in between there, like peeking. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We got firelight now.
Looking around, examining it, you can tell how to activate it, how to unactivate it. You can determine that after an hour of not being possessed by anyone, it simply goes inert and goes into a fake scarab form. Meaning to draw attention away from it, because if you look at a green rock, it's a green rock, but if you look at a green bug, it's a green bug, and usually most people tend to wander away, especially in the Underdark for obvious reasons. Insects, whatever. Anyways, looking at it, you can tell that the way it's mechanically moving, you can... Over a while, you probably can. You need a lab. You definitely need to find materials.
Okay.
But it's possible you can replicate that type of process. The core system of how it's functioning, though, it's still a mystery. Like Gothos has stated, if you want to truly understand it, you will have to break it or find the person that built it.
Well, I'm definitely not gonna do that. So okay, fine. I give it back to Kobo and kind of say thank you very much. I'm just gonna. I took a couple notes and then I share what I kind of found out with him, so he can kind of also get a little bit more savvy about it, even though it's his like little pet. But at least we're in the same boat in terms of what I've learned so far. So I've taken that. I don't know how long breakfast is. Maybe we're doing a European breakfast where we could do a couple of hours. Can I now go check the book and see if there's anything else about it that I can skim through before we start doing another trip around the park here?
Sure.
I
After
feel
the
like Gothos's head just rotates a little slowly towards you when you say that. After like the first hot meal we've had in like a full week.
like all 7 courses are omelets. After the 4th omelet, you're just kind of sick of it. It's delicious, but come on, man. There's so much. You could have made something else. Go ahead and you already know how quick you need to read. So I'm not gonna make you do the roll again, unless someone's reading over your shoulder.
Is somebody trying to read on my show? I don't know about that. I mean,
I'm saying you told me to be cautious around it, so I'm like, I'll let you figure it out. It's your job.
Well, she did share last night a rest about the book, so yeah, we'll all don't read over her shoulder.
Examining some more pages, you can tell after the whole what's it called? Bioconstruction of crystal and humanoid. Flipping over to the next page are documentations still written in a cipher, but there are hand notes that you can determine and depictions that you can see. There are other structures that they were working with outside of humanoid compartments, like dragonborns, humans, things like that. Insects, bugs, small mammals, small rodents, and things like that have been incorporated and tried to be adapted with a crystalline structure and basically try to imbibe or infuse magic in a different way. Basically, how should I say this? Over the course of time, you can determine that someone was integrating magic into a body and trying to get the magic to overdevelop inside the structure that it was hosting or being hosted by and take it over. To what
Wait,
end?
wait. So you're saying imbue magic in a body, kind of like the parasite in a way, like
Yeah, kind
trying
of like
to
a
infect
parasite.
it.
But basically, the outside of the parasitic mushrooms, it works in tandem like a symbiote. The process that they're trying to go with is infusing something into a body structure, living, and then that infusion taking over the body completely.
And then somehow that connecting it to but this isn't connected to like the creation or development of the spire itself. It's just, or is it?
No, this is a separate project that they've been working on.
I
Okay.
see. Gotcha.
Can I ask? Is my understanding right that you're saying that there is a magical artifact and then a crystalline structure on top of that?
Wait, what?
Is
Like
that?
you said that there was trying to infuse.
Right. No, but he was saying that that's the separate project, so it's kind of like a, because this is supposed to be a research book for someone who has been working on all this stuff. So I guess the footnotes that I read the prior night were related to the potential structure that we think might be connected to this crystal,
Mhm.
or not. And then the stuff that I'm reading right now happens to be something separate of this person's research,
Yes.
Okay.
unrelated.
Uh,
At least so far. That's right. That's kind of the idea, that it's just a different topic in the book.
Yeah, so far. From what you
Yeah.
can tell, though, the structure was formed and then these experiments happened.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
there's-
they are in tandem, or maybe it's something else. You can't read most of the cipher,
Right.
so you don't
Okay.
really know.
Okay. Well, I share that with the team then.
There's more to the notebook, but this is what you read during your breakfast time.
Right. No, that's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I guess until I can kind of maybe actually spend the night kind of reading this thing, we gotta maybe keep investigating this entire place a bit better. Maybe avoid the plants for the foreseeable future, a little bit. And I look over to Kobo and Gothos.
Just
Okay.
jealous. So I'm sorry. The notes are saying that that crystal there has the potential to just get us to the surface.
Possibly, but the thing in the book says that it looks like a green crystal, and that thing over there looks pink in nature. So I don't really know what the connection is there. Maybe they wanted to start a replica of it, but using a different source of magic. I just don't know what kind of magic that is yet.
Do you think that bears a little closer investigation, maybe?
Yeah, kinda. We're still kind of finishing breakfast here, buddy. Kind of give me a sec here, and I start going over the crystal.
The next plate of food you have is just ever so slightly burnt.
Oh God. So I'll start doing this, and then I'll ask Kobo for his help.
Okay.
Okay.
Any way I can help.
What would it, I guess, is it another Arcana check to kind of just really sit down and understand as much as I can of the pool, the crystal, maybe associated with any notes that I had already read prior night?
Yeah, go ahead and roll Arcana.
Okie dokie. And he's helping me, so can I do that at advantage?
Sure. Actually,
Would
you won't get disadvantage, but it is a mechanic of the system. I just don't see how Kobo would be helping you with your work. You know what? He's probably just holding your stuff, helping you out. He's like a lab assistant that doesn't know what to do.
A little bit.
Yeah.
No, one of the interesting homebrew mechanics that we do on Tuesday is that when you help someone, you just add your like bonus, like your +2 in history or whatever. You don't give them advantage. So it kind of pertains to like if you're good at something, you can help someone. If you're bad at something, you can kinda, but not really.
Man, nah, that's just.
Fair
You don't need to add more rules. Just have advantage.
Okay. Thank you.
You still roll pretty well, regardless of advantage or not. Well, technically not. You rolled an 11, then
Yeah,
not
exactly.
modifiers.
That's just that's a big fat modifier, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So, examining the notes, examining what you've seen, and already telling what the pool is, or at least getting a better reference of things, you can tell that the structured form that was written in your notes and documentation is different. However, the gemstone seems to represent similar properties of the one in the book. It's possible that someone's trying to create an artificial form of one. It's not the same. You definitely can tell it's not the same. But this one is trying to be replicated. The
Yeah.
color likely signifies that, but you can also tell it's possible, but you're not exactly sure if it's ready yet. You can also tell that the green crystal inside your book can be moved. So it's, in theory, the pink one can also be moved. If the pink one is a copy of the green one, it would also have similar properties to that one.
Curiosity, Kobo, did you actually tell everybody? I mean, obviously people saw you get blown up, but did you bother telling Roswin about the whole? I tried putting something near the pool and thing, and I just kind of got blown up in the face.
Oh, yeah, I told them what happened. They watched me. I put my dagger in there to try and crystallize it, and the dagger just exploded.
I don't think anyone
probably-
told Roswin, though.
There's probably a lot of good-natured
I
banter
think
around breakfast, being like, "So where's your knife,
yeah,
Kobo?"
no,
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
go ahead and tell her
Different,
that.
doesn't it?
All right.
And there's like knife shards in his face.
Toulouse mentioned it
yeah.
to her. I mentioned it when I went
Yep,
into the
you
room.
did.
I said, and Kobo blew
Yep.
up his dagger in that fountain crystal thingy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
You're
go
right.
ahead and tell her all the details I have on it. From
No,
up
Toulouse already
close.
did that.
Okay, cool. So she does know about this then. Okay.
Yes.
Quick experiment, and I tell Kobo to back up just for the sake of just not letting something repeat itself. If I do Mage Hand, I must step back as well before I do anything. I'm just gonna like be. I can do 30 feet. I should be fine there, I think. I'm just gonna do something similar to what Kobo did, but just dip my hand through the pool and between the crystal and the pool to see what it does with the magic hand.
Like with the other pool, but this time a little bit different. As the hand goes into the pool, it begins to crystallize, form, and shape. But instead of the jagged form of just a giant or weird organic crystal structure overlapping your magical hand, it almost forms into a near perfect humanoid hand. I'm gonna say it's similar to the depiction of your own hand, like your own humanoid hand. So it begins
Can I still move? Can I move the hand like a normal hand, or does it look like just but in crystal form?
Yeah, it's basically a giant movable hand made out of crystal and stone. Well, without the stone.
Huh.
It's really, really daunting that you now have an opposable hand that is not attached to anything. It's really creepy. It just looks like, well, it's an old show, but if you've ever seen The Addams Family, it's The Thing.
Yeah, that is not creepy. That is a perfect depiction of what I think that looks like right now.
Yes. It's just so pink.
Yeah,
Very pink.
Okay, that's interesting. Shit. What else can... I'm here for open ideas, guys. What else do you guys think I should be trying out if this is what it's doing with a magical essence?
Okay, so it blew up the knife. It turned magic into reality. Oh, jeez. Is anybody gonna touch it for real?
Has an idea.
Please do not put your
that-
hand or
that-
foot into it.
That mage hand just got there. It still moves around, but when you end the mage hand spell, is it still there? Like a permanent?
You deleted my owl?
I did.
No, it's right
Yeah.
here.
It's right here.
You're all
Oh,
flew into the
Never
pond.
mind.
No.
Okay.
I
Okay, never
moved
mind.
it.
You're just like,
I
I
was
thought it was a
clicking on-
hand.
I saw. I hit the wrong thing, but yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Kobo.
When you drop the mage hand, is the crystalline hand still there? Can you still move it around like a
Oh, good point.
permanent mage hand?
Yeah, I disenchanted. What happens?
So you just not disenchant. Do you let go of the spell?
Yeah,
spell.
let go of the spell. Yeah, I let go of the spell.
Okay. You let go of the spell. Immediately, you can tell that the crystallite function and form of the hand begins to dematerialize. It begins to go into a almost crystalline structure. If you ever seen, man, I'm gonna reference this, but I'm not gonna go with the details. Have you ever seen like something in anime where it basically turns into stone and shatters and turns to dust? Basically the same exact thing.
But the dust is going into the crystal.
The dust is basically just going into the ground, and then you don't see it anymore. It's still there.
Oh.
Right. No, I was under the impression that like I thought it was almost like sucking whatever magic was just made into the crystal. But no. Okay.
Remind me how big this crystal is.
It's roughly around the size of any of your heads, really. It's pretty big, but you're small creatures.
Alright. It's the size of a child's head.
Actually, well, here's the thing. If in the book it says that it's a movable thing, and I don't know if it's
Yes.
ready or not, the next thing to test would be to try and move it. So maybe between the people that have magic hand, we can all collectively try and see if we can pull it away from the pool to see if it's quote unquote ready.
Okay. How far of a reach is Mage Hand?
It's 30 feet, and each one of us can
Okay.
hold up to 10 feet. So I don't know how strong this
Right.
pull might be, but that's why I figured if all three of us, or I think, because Kobo, you have magic hand too, right?
I do.
I do too.
Yeah, all three of us. So
So we
let's
can all
maybe-
get 30 feet away, and everybody else that doesn't have it get further back.
Exactly.
And I will sit here and look important.
And watch the show so you can tell what happened to us after we die.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know a whole lot about, wizardry or whatnot, but, aren't there, like, some things where you hold hands and everyone draws from each other or something? Power through unity? I don't know.
Listen, buddy, why don't you just pray for us, all right? Maybe that's what you're good at. Come on. Okay, so go ahead and start doing the mage.
All right. Each of you that can cast Mage Hand, which is Toulouse, Roswin, and Kobo, begin to converge in the epicenter of the crystal. After a while, each Mage Hand then holds on, and immediately each hand begins to crystallize, and all of them are very gaudy. But each pink hand then combines and melds, not fully melds, but you can tell that it's merging with the stone, crystal. You then begin to slowly move it out of the dripping center, and then it simply is hovering in the air with your hands around it. You can tell that the dripping continues, but without a source, it then goes into the roof.
The roof? Like it's starting to float up?
Continuing
No,
to float.
not the crystal,
Not
the
crystal.
drip.
The drip.
Oh, I see.
There's a little
Got it,
drip
got
in
it,
the
got it.
pool that keeps going up. Yeah.
Yes.
Who has control since all of these hands are kind of morphed? Do we all have a little bit of power as to where the crystal's moving, or does one person control the hand right now?
It's a
each
Ouija
of you-
board thing.
It's
No.
basically, it's basically everyone has a hand on it and everyone's moving.
Okay.
You're
The
all on
strongest will
Taskmaster right
wins.
now.
Yeah,
You're
we
on
should all agree.
Taskmaster.
We should all agree on what direction to be pulling it.
Yeah.
I would say just set it I don't know. My vote is to pull it off to the left away from us, but my
Everybody
thing is
get your
only 30
measurement
feet,
sticks out.
So
Okay,
You
so
can
yeah,
just pull it over to right here, then we can go investigate it.
but I'm
Get your
with
sticks out.
I'm with Toulouse though. I think we should probably move it out that direction just because it's a little safer away from us. So as we move it
I'll
out,
move.
we'll exactly. I'll move in. So I'll put
Alright.
it like here, and then what is that direction? Like
Oops.
a good 30 feet. So maybe we say like there or I'm like there. Maybe right in this. Yeah, there you go. Like put it right there.
Yeah, I am surprised I
Then-
don't have a gemstone asset.
I love that token. For a second, I thought it was a brain. I was like, this got interesting. No, it's the gemstone.
All right. Well, as the team ventures forwards, looking into the new day, one thing is very clear. After breaking parts of a giant crystal structure, after looking at giant mushrooms, and after almost losing their lives to a tree, one thing is definitely sure and true. This team has yet to learn the lesson about not messing with things that should not be messed with. But who knows?
Oh crap!
Maybe a giant floating crystal gemstone was there or meant to be there for a reason. What that reason is, they may never know, but one thing is definitely sure. They really like to grab onto things and see what happens. What will happen next time? Well, we'll have to find out as we end the session for today.
Did we literally
You
just do an
die.
oopsie again?